Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from ibgmodels. And today's kit is molded in 1/35 scale, so it's something different from all those small scale vehicles we were checking recently. And it copies Chevrolet C60L Office Lorry, so Office Lorry because we have this small build up on the rear section. And as you can see, it's a, I would say, somewhat decent kit in a popular scale, which might be useful for some diorama ideas, and that's why I decided to take a closer look. And the kit number is written there, it's 35041, and of course we have a commercial sample, so it means you can order the same thing from official IBG website, and I think even Modelimex has them, so you can check it there. But in my opinion, it's something what is worth getting, and today we will check why. So first of all, the box size and weight is quite noticeable for a 1/35 scale truck. Frankly speaking, I was expecting way less, and here you can see comparison with my hand. We have really nice box art here, and on the side you will find also other kits in the same scale from the same brand. So we checked some of them, and you can find the video review on our YouTube channel. And here on the opposite side you can see two marking options for this truck. I hope there will be more, but from our recent experience, actually this is one marking option from what I can see. But as I was saying, from recent experience, it is what we get. So what we see here is exactly what we get inside. So let's open it. It's a top opening box, and here is what we have inside. As you can see, all frames are packed into separate plastic bags, so we will be opening them one by one and checking what is actually included here and how this kit will be getting together. And first plastic bag, as far as I can see, is sealed, so I'm going to cut through it. In the meantime, I can also remind you that you can support us. There are several ways you can support our channel by buying the membership. You can also support our channel by pressing the like button, or maybe even with a small donation with a big red button on our website. And of course, the link to our website and to the article with the photos of the sprues will be in the video description. So first of all, we start with the sprue T, and here you can see that straight away we get this front cap parts. And I would say the overall design is something what you would expect from such boxy design. So you just get to combine together all those separate panels, and I don't think it will be a difficult task, but you should be ready to check the alignment of those panels so that everything will look properly attached and convincingly realistic, I would say. And if I flip it over here, you can check that we also get some internal structure, which is also quite important, because I think there will be a possibility to open the front doors and expose what is inside. In the worst case, it should be visible through the clear parts. So here we continue with more of the front cap panels, and as you can see, again, pretty much decent parts design. I was just trying to understand where this part goes, but I guess that's the middle tunnel in the inside the front cap. And here, if I flip it over, here you can check also that again we have some guiding elements which will help you with alignment of these parts. And this is really useful because some of the parts, they will require the proper position, and such design will actually help you to get it without any additional struggle. Next, I'm opening another plastic bag. So here we have the road wheels. Those ones are plastic, as you can see, and I will leave only one plastic sprue because they are absolutely identical. So here we have to assemble the road wheels out of two parts, and as far as you can see, we also have some features on the tires. So if I bring closer one of the tires, here you can see it with your own eyes, and this is definitely a better thing than what we get in the vinyl tires. But of course you have to assemble it in a convincing way so that there won't be any noticeable gap in between two halves. Next, I'm opening one more plastic bag, and I guess we will be doing it a lot today, because here we get parts for the rear section, as far as you can see. So here they are, and again we have a lot of storage boxes here and there. Obviously they are molded closed or shut, so you won't be able to open them, but well, if you are eager to open one of them, you can do some scratch building and try to actually expose what is inside. But it's already up to you. As you can see, one of the boxes actually has the internal structure, so maybe there will be some possibility to expose what is inside. Next, we have the Ziploc bag with clear parts. Here, as far as I can guess, because these are rectangular plastic parts, so I guess these are the glass parts for the rear section. And as I said, there are two pieces of the same type, so you will get those parts. But as usual, IBG Models does not include any masks, so you will have to cut your own masks in case you would like to get nice paint work. Next, one more plastic bag with the clear plastic sprues. So here we get the clear parts for the front cap. Again, nice molding quality. They look quite convincing, almost like real glass. But, well, I wouldn't say that the masks cutting will be difficult, because as you can see, shape is quite simple. But still, it will take some of your time. And instead, you could have had the chance to focus on something else. So here we continue with another plastic sprue. This one is coming in a pair, and here you can see we get the parts for the suspension. If I zoom in, you can see what I'm talking about. And again, we have a lot of nice pre-molded details on those parts. Leaf springs look good. Just be sure to carefully separate it off the frame, because I think it will be easy to, let's say, accidentally damage such part, so that's why you have to be extra careful. Next, one more plastic bag. Here we get various armament and jerry cans and seats. So I can guess there are 3 sprues, by the way, so I can guess there are elements which will be going inside the rear so-called office. So here you can see a lot of equipment, and again, jerry cans look really good. And of course, you don't have to use all of them, but I would rather recommend doing so, because this truck will actually benefit from a lot of accessories. So definitely do not be shy and try to add as many as you can, because it will just make the whole appearance a bit less dull and a bit more interesting. Here we have first panels for the rear section. As you can see, again, they are quite simple. We also get some fans pre-molded here for the ventilation, and as far as I can see, they are also detailed from the opposite side, so it's not just decoration here. And the same can be said about those 3 here. So really nice attention to the small features. It's not just the details for the sake of details. Next, we continue with another pair of identical plastic sprues. Here we get the parts for the rear office again. So those, I guess, the seats and also the storage boxes. And one more plastic bag is dedicated to another front cap panels. So I'm going to open it right now. And we will take a closer look. Okay, so what do we have here? I can see that those are roof panels with those openings, but I guess they will not be used in today's version. We also get the radiator grille. We also get some of the chassis parts, and also the parts for the fuel tank. As far as I can see, those should be separate doors, from what I remember. And if I flip it over, what is nice is that we do not get any push marks on the roof panels. So this is quite important. In this scale, it is visible even if you don't plan to open the doors. Next, we continue with another plastic sprue. So here we get parts for the main chassis, and those are separate bars, so I just need to cut through the plastic bag and I will show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so here we get first pair of those chassis bars, and as you can see, their design is quite nice, so I think it will be easy to combine them. There are some guiding elements which should make it easier, and again, I would recommend to play with weathering on those parts, and it will just make the whole appearance a bit more convincing. And if I flip it over here, you can see also some guiding elements again, so really smart design. And again, next sprue P, here we also get the chassis bars. So if I zoom out, you can see that overall design is pretty much the same as what we saw on the previous one, but again, here those panels are a bit bigger than the previous one. So I guess those bigger ones will be actually used for today's version, but we will confirm it in the assembly manual. Next, one more plastic bag here, again sealed unfortunately, so I'm going to cut through it in order to show you what is sealed here. And it's quite interesting that IBG varies the packaging method between the sealed plastic bags and the Ziploc bags. So here we have the steering wheel, also some minor elements for the engine. And again, for the engine, if you are eager to add even more details, try to add some wiring, and especially if you have some reference material, then definitely go for it. And the same can be said about the suspension, because as you can see here, we get a lot of things copied out of the box. And for example, the brake lines, they will be visible on the finished model, so that's why it's worth investing your time into copying these features on such model build. Next, we have the last plastic bag with gray sprues, so I'm going to cut through it. Again, sealed plastic bag, by the way. But overall, I mean, what we see here, it is quite good kit for some diorama project in my opinion, because you can actually use all of those interior features for your own benefit. And here we have the panels for the rear section, so that's the roof and floor panel. And floor panel, I like how we get the structure here for the strengthening of this part. It's quite important. And note that even on the roof panel we get those ventilation fans, so it's not just a plain panel. We do not get any push marks, and also here on the opposite side, I guess there will be installed the air ducts, which will be connecting with this air vents. Next, one more plastic sprue. Actually, the last one is the sprue A. Here we get the sidewalls. Note that the doors are molded separately for the rear section, so maybe you can open them. And if you cannot, we have quite large windows, which will also expose the interior. But what is interesting here is that we get also a lot of interior features. As you can see, these small pockets. And this is, or maybe these are folders. So if you know, write it in the comment section. But as you can see, they're included in the standard package. Next, we continue with the PE fret, which is packed together with decals. So I'm going to cut through the plastic bag again, and we will check both. So of course, unpainted PE fret will help you copy something what cannot be copied with the plastic parts due to the size and scale, obviously. So here is the PE fret. And as you can see, we get some of the engine parts, we also get some of the structural parts, so there definitely will be some things to do and to work on, but be sure to have the right tools, because I can see there will be some bending required, so it's better to do it with the PE bender tool. And one more thing is the decals, so they are coming from TechMod, but here as you can see we get only one vehicle number, so I guess that's only one marking option, just like what was shown on the box, unfortunately. And again, if you have some reference materials for different markings, you are free to go, but if you do not have, you are stuck only with one marking option. Next, we continue with the assembly manual. So here I will close the lenses a bit, maybe zoom out. So that's a large color printed brochure. As you can see, no history note, which is rather surprising considering the amount of the empty space here, but we get the colors chart here. Next is the parts map, and note that the unused parts are not shown here, so pay attention when you will be working with this kit. And assembly process starts surprisingly with the road wheels. Then we continue with the parts. I guess this is for the front cap, because these are some few tank parts, exhaust. Then we continue with some of the drivetrain and suspension and wheel axles. Engine gets assembled here. That's the start of the assembly for the front cab, and as you can see, a lot of stuff actually going inside, so do not underestimate this kit. It actually packs a lot of interior features. And then we continue with the main chassis, where you have to work on those large bars, as you remember. So you combine all together, you install the leaf springs, which are molded separately. I hope you remember this. The spare wheel here. Next we start working on the office box. And as you can see, a lot of actually parts are going inside. So that's really cool that they are included in the standard package. So you get a lot of interior things out of the box. And of course, nobody stops you from adding even more if you can source some items. And on the last page, you can see this marking guide. So yes, on one and only marking option, and that will be something to maybe play around with help of weathering, shading and other techniques which make your vehicle a bit more different. So of course I will be happy to hear your opinion about such release. It should be already available, as I said, so feel free to write your opinion here in the comment section below. And if you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.